Golden miracle. This spice heals better than drugs. What if I told you there's a natural substance so powerful that it matches prescription medications in clinical trials, yet costs just pennies per dose? Something so effective that pharmaceutical companies wish they could patent it? This golden miracle has been hiding in plain sight for thousands of years, quietly healing millions across the world. Today, I'm going to reveal the shocking truth about turmeric, not just as the yellow powder that gives curry its distinctive color, but as one of the most medically powerful substances ever discovered. Scientists are now confirming what ancient healers knew centuries ago. This humble spice contains compounds that fight inflammation, pain, depression, and even cancer with remarkable effectiveness. And yet, most people are completely unaware of how to properly use it for maximum benefit. In the next few minutes, you'll discover why researchers call turmeric a modern miraculous spice, how it matches prescription drugs without their dangerous side effects, and the critical absorption secret that most people get completely wrong. But first, let me warn you, what I'm about to share might change how you think about natural healing forever. The research is so compelling that many doctors are now recommending this the most important supplement you're not taking correctly. And I'll reveal the simple golden rule that multiplies its effectiveness by up to 2,000%. This information could golden spice alongside conventional treatments. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll understand why turmeric might be transform your health in ways you never thought possible. Let's begin with something that might surprise you. Turmeric has been used medicinally for over 4,000 years. In ancient India, it wasn't just food, it was considered sacred. Ayurvedic practitioners prescribed it for everything from respiratory problems to skin conditions. In traditional Chinese medicine, it was treasured for balancing the body's energy. Even Hippocrates, the father of Western medicine, documented turmeric's healing properties. These ancient healers didn't have laboratories or clinical trials, but they observed something remarkable happening when people consumed this vibrant root regularly. Their inflammation disappeared, their pain diminished, their minds seemed clearer. Fast forward to today, and modern science has finally caught up to this ancient wisdom. Researchers have identified curcumin as the primary active compound in turmeric, responsible for most of its therapeutic effects. What they've discovered is nothing short of amazing. In controlled studies, curcumin has demonstrated potent anti-inflammatory effects comparable to pharmaceutical drugs like hydrocortisone and phenylbutazone, but without their serious side effects. This might explain why countries with high turmeric consumption have significantly lower rates of chronic disease. The evidence has become so compelling that in 2013, a global review of over 700 studies concluded that curcumin affects virtually every inflammatory disease, including cancer, heart disease, arthritis, diabetes, and Alzheimer's. But here's where things get interesting and where big pharmaceutical companies get nervous. Unlike synthetic drugs that target single pathways in the body, curcumin works on multiple pathways simultaneously. It's like having dozens of medications in one natural package. And since turmeric is a food, not a drug, it can't be patented. This explains why you don't see billion-dollar marketing campaigns promoting it, despite its remarkable effects. What's truly fascinating about turmeric is how it has remained consistently valued across diverse cultures throughout history. Ancient Egyptian papyri mentioned turmeric as a dye, perfume, and medicinal herb as far back as 1500 BCE. Persian and Arabian healers used it to purify the blood and treat digestive disorders. In India's sacred Vedic texts, turmeric is mentioned not only for physical healing but also for spiritual purification. Even Marco Polo was so impressed by turmeric during his travels that he described it in his journals as a vegetable with properties similar to saffron but with medicinal qualities. All of these traditions, separated by geography and time, recognize the same healing potential. And now, modern scientific analysis has revealed exactly what these ancient healers observed. Turmeric contains more than 300 naturally occurring components including beta-carotene, ascorbic acid, vitamin C, calcium, flavonoids, fiber, iron, niacin, potassium, zinc and other nutrients. But the true wonder lies in curcumin, which makes up about 2 to 5% of turmeric. This compound has been shown to promote health in almost every system of the human body. It's no wonder that in Ayurvedic medicine, turmeric was called the golden goddess, and was used to treat conditions ranging from smallpox and chickenpox to urinary tract infections and liver disorders. Now let's talk about what inflammation really is and why turmeric's ability to fight it matters so much. Chronic inflammation isn't just about joint pain or swelling. It's a silent fire burning throughout your body, damaging cells and tissues over time. It's now recognized as the root cause of most chronic diseases, from heart problems to cancer to Alzheimer's. When inflammation persists uncontrolled, it creates a cascade of problems that accelerate aging and disease. Your body's inflammatory response is meant to be temporary. It helps you heal from injuries and fight infections. But our modern lifestyle, filled with processed foods, environmental toxins, and chronic stress, keeps this response switched on permanently. Think of it like a fire alarm that never stops ringing. Initially, the alarm serves an important purpose, alerting you to danger. But when it continues blaring for weeks, months, or even years, it creates a state of constant stress that damages your body at the cellular level. Scientists now understand that this chronic, low-grade inflammation is the common denominator in almost all age-related diseases. This is where turmeric performs its most impressive feat. Curcumin blocks the NF-κB molecule, which travels into cell nuclei and triggers genes related to inflammation. By inhibiting this master switch, turmeric essentially turns down the flame on your body's inflammatory response. What's truly remarkable is that it does this without suppressing your immune system or causing the side effects associated with anti-inflammatory drugs. A 2015 study in the European Journal of Pharmacology found that curcumin matches the anti-inflammatory power of some prescription medications but produces none of their toxic effects on liver, kidneys, or heart. This might explain why people in India, where turmeric consumption is highest, have significantly lower rates of Alzheimer's disease, certain cancers, and heart disease compared to Western countries. But turmeric's benefits extend far beyond physical inflammation. Recent research has uncovered another surprising benefit that's changing how we think about mood disorders and brain health. The connection between brain health and turmeric is particularly fascinating because it crosses what scientists call the blood-brain barrier, a protective shield that prevents many substances from reaching brain tissue. Curcumin is one of the few compounds that can penetrate this barrier, allowing it to directly influence brain chemistry and function. Did you know that depression has been linked to chronic inflammation in the brain? This connection helps explain one of turmeric's most fascinating benefits: its remarkable effect on mood and cognitive function. In a groundbreaking study published in Phytotherapy Research, researchers gave curcumin to patients with major depressive disorder. The results were stunning. After just 6 weeks, curcumin was found to be as effective as Prozac, one of the most widely prescribed antidepressants. Even more impressively, the patients who took both curcumin and Prozac showed the best improvement of all. Unlike many antidepressants, curcumin doesn't come with sexual side effects, weight gain, or emotional numbness. Instead, it appears to work by reducing brain inflammation and boosting neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine naturally. It also increases BDNF, a growth hormone that helps create new neurons in the brain. This might explain why countries with high turmeric consumption show significantly lower rates of cognitive decline. But it's not just about preventing brain disease. Many people report feeling mentally sharper, more emotionally balanced, and less anxious when they take turmeric regularly. One woman I spoke with described it as like a mental fog being lifted after just 2 weeks of daily consumption. Brain scans confirm what these people are experiencing. When researchers looked at the brains of people taking curcumin, they found decreased activity in areas associated with stress and improved function in regions linked to attention and focus. This suggests that turmeric doesn't just make you feel better, it actually changes how your brain operates on a fundamental level, and it does all this without the zombifying effects that many people report with prescription medications. Dr. Andrew Weil, a leading integrative medicine physician, considers turmeric the most important herb to combat the silent inflammation that contributes to cognitive decline. He recommends it as part of his anti-inflammatory diet to support brain health throughout aging. The cognitive benefits of curcumin are particularly notable for older adults. A study published in the American Journal of Geriatric Psychiatry found that taking curcumin improved memory performance in people with mild memory complaints. The participants showed significant improvements in attention and memory after just 18 months compared to those taking a placebo. Even more remarkably, PET scans showed significantly less amyloid and tau signals in the brain, the two proteins that are the primary markers of Alzheimer's disease. But perhaps the most important revelation about turmeric comes from cancer research, where the findings have been particularly promising. The relationship between turmeric and cancer is one of the most extensively studied areas of curcumin research, with findings that border on the miraculous. Laboratory studies have shown that curcumin can kill cancer cells and prevent more from growing. It has been found to affect cancer growth and development at the molecular level, working on multiple stages of cancer formation. What makes curcumin remarkable is that it appears to be able to distinguish between healthy cells and cancer cells. Unlike conventional chemotherapy, which often harms healthy cells along with cancerous ones, curcumin selectively targets cancer cells while leaving normal cells unharmed. It does this through multiple mechanisms: disrupting cancer cell membranes, interfering with signaling pathways that cancer cells need to grow, and even triggering apoptosis, programmed cell death, in cancer cells. This selective targeting is something that even the most advanced cancer drugs struggle to achieve. A 2007 study in the journal Cancer Letters found that curcumin could actually prevent cancer cells from forming blood vessels needed for tumor growth, essentially starving the cancer. Other research has shown that curcumin can make conventional cancer treatments more effective while reducing their side effects. In one remarkable case, a woman with advanced myeloma saw her cancer stabilize after beginning turmeric supplementation when multiple rounds of conventional treatment had failed. The potential of curcumin in cancer treatment is so promising that numerous clinical trials are currently underway to further explore its applications, both alone and in combination with conventional therapies. Dr. Bharat Agarwal, a leading researcher in the field of cancer and inflammation at MD Anderson Cancer Center, has stated that no cancer has been found, to my knowledge, which is not affected by curcumin. His laboratory has found that the compound can affect more than 100 different pathways once it gets into a cell. This multi-targeted action makes curcumin potentially more effective than drugs designed to target single pathways. While researchers caution that turmeric shouldn't replace conventional cancer treatments, many oncologists now recommend it as a complementary approach. Dr. Saraswati Sukumar, a cancer researcher at Johns Hopkins University, states, the compound is non-toxic and has promising anti-cancer properties. Yet despite these findings, most cancer patients never hear about turmeric from their doctors. Why? The answer might lie in our medical system's focus on patentable treatments over natural approaches that can't be exclusively owned or sold at premium prices. And speaking of pain, let's look at perhaps the most immediately noticeable benefit of turmeric: its remarkable ability to relieve joint pain and inflammation. For the millions suffering from arthritis and joint pain, turmeric offers hope without the serious side effects of conventional pain medications. Several studies have compared curcumin to common non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, NSAIDs, for treating arthritis pain, with impressive results. In a study published in the Journal of Alternative and Complementary medicine. Researchers found that curcumin was as effective as ibuprofen for treating knee osteoarthritis but caused fewer gastrointestinal side effects. Another study in the Journal of Medicinal Food showed that curcumin reduced joint pain and stiffness in rheumatoid arthritis patients better than diclofenac sodium, a common arthritis drug. These findings are particularly significant because rheumatoid arthritis is an autoimmune disorder that conventional medicine considers difficult to treat without powerful drugs. For people with this condition, finding a natural substance that provides relief without the risks of immunosuppressant medications is truly life-changing. The benefits for osteoarthritis are equally impressive. A 2016 review found that 1,000 milligrams of curcumin per day was enough to significantly reduce markers of inflammation and improve symptoms like pain and physical function in people with osteoarthritis. Many patients report being able to reduce their reliance on over-the-counter pain medications after adding turmeric to their daily routine. What makes these findings particularly significant is that NSAIDs like ibuprofen cause over 100,000 hospitalizations and 16,500 deaths each year in the U.S. alone due to gastrointestinal bleeding and cardiovascular problems. Turmeric, by contrast, has shown no such serious side effects even at high doses. The mechanisms behind turmeric's pain-relieving properties are multifaceted. It reduces the production of inflammatory cytokines and enzymes, including COX-2, the same enzyme targeted by many pharmaceutical pain medications. It also appears to inhibit the perception of pain by affecting neurotransmitter pathways in the brain. This dual action, both reducing the source of pain and altering its perception, makes turmeric uniquely effective for comprehensive pain management. Many people report feeling relief within days of beginning regular turmeric consumption, with maximum benefits appearing after 4-8 weeks of consistent use. One man I interviewed, a 67-year-old former construction worker, described his experience. After decades of knee pain and trying everything from cortisone shots to prescription meds, nothing worked. Like turmeric, within a month, I could walk without wincing for the first time in years. His story isn't unique. Online forums and medical journals alike are filled with similar accounts of people finding relief with turmeric after years of struggling with conventional treatments. For those with chronic back pain, turmeric may offer significant benefits as well. A 2014 study found that curcumin reduced both the severity of back pain and the need for analgesic medications when taken regularly. This is particularly important considering the concerns about opioid medications commonly prescribed for chronic back pain, which carry significant risks of dependence and other serious side effects. But here's the crucial part that most people get wrong and the reason why many don't experience turmeric's full benefits. There's a critical absorption factor that multiplies turmeric's effectiveness dramatically. Here's the golden rule that most people miss. Turmeric is poorly absorbed by the body on its own. In fact, most of the curcumin you consume is simply excreted without ever entering your bloodstream. This explains why many people try turmeric supplements and report little or no benefit. The secret lies in combining turmeric with black pepper. Black pepper contains piperine, a compound that increases curcumin absorption by an astonishing 2,000%. This isn't just a small improvement, it's the difference between turmeric working dramatically or hardly working at all. The science behind this synergy is fascinating. Piperine inhibits certain intestinal digestive enzymes, allowing more curcumin to pass into the bloodstream. It also stimulates amino acid transporters in the intestinal lining, helping curcumin pass through the intestinal wall and into the bloodstream. Without this crucial component, most of turmeric's active compounds simply pass through your digestive system without ever being absorbed and utilized by your body. In traditional Indian cooking, this combination occurs naturally, as curry recipes typically include both spices, but many modern supplements and preparations neglect this crucial synergy. It's worth noting that this knowledge was not discovered by modern science first. Traditional Ayurvedic formulations have combined these ingredients for thousands of years. Once again, ancient wisdom preceded scientific validation. Another important factor is fat. Curcumin is fat-soluble, meaning it needs to be consumed with some healthy fat to be properly absorbed into the bloodstream. This is why traditional golden milk recipes include coconut oil or ghee. When choosing a turmeric supplement, look for ones that include both black pepper extract, often listed as bioperine, and a fat source like coconut oil. Alternatively, make your own turmeric preparations that incorporate these elements. A simple golden milk recipe combines turmeric with black pepper, coconut oil, and a milk of your choice. This traditional preparation maximizes absorption and provides a soothing way to consume turmeric daily. For cooking, try adding turmeric and black pepper to scrambled eggs, soups, or roasted vegetables with a drizzle of olive oil. These simple preparations ensure you're actually getting the benefits of this remarkable spice. But there's another controversial finding about turmeric that many experts disagree on: whether whole turmeric or isolated curcumin supplements are more effective. This brings us to an important debate in the turmeric world. Is it better to take whole turmeric powder or concentrated curcumin extracts? While curcumin is considered the primary active compound, turmeric contains over 300 other bioactive compounds that may work synergistically. Some researchers argue that whole turmeric provides a more balanced, complete effect than isolated curcumin. Dr. Ajay Goel, Director of Epigenetics and Cancer Prevention at Baylor University, points out that Mother Nature packaged curcumin with other compounds for a reason. He explains that other compounds in turmeric, like turmer-1s, help improve curcumin's absorption and enhance its effects within the body. Others point to studies using highly concentrated curcumin extracts that show more dramatic results for specific conditions. These standardized extracts can contain up to 95% curcuminoids, compared to the 3–5% found naturally in turmeric powder. For acute conditions requiring higher therapeutic doses, these concentrated forms may provide faster, more noticeable results. The truth likely depends on your particular health goals. 4. General wellness and prevention. Whole turmeric used regularly in cooking or as a tea may be sufficient. For addressing specific health concerns like significant inflammation or joint pain, a high-quality supplement with concentrated curcumin might be more appropriate. Some experts recommend a middle path, using whole turmeric in your daily diet for overall health, while adding a high-quality curcumin supplement when targeting specific issues. If you choose supplements, quality matters tremendously. Look for products that specify their curcumin content, typically 95% standardized extract, include black pepper extract, and ideally have been tested by third-party laboratories for purity and potency. Avoid cheap supplements that don't provide this information, as they may contain fillers or contaminants, or simply not contain enough active ingredients to be effective. Additionally, some turmeric powders have been found to contain lead chromate, added to enhance the bright yellow color. Purchasing organic turmeric from reputable sources helps avoid these contamination issues. Dosage is another important consideration. Most studies showing significant benefits use doses ranging from 500 mg to 2,000 mg of curcumin daily. When using whole turmeric powder, you'd need approximately 1–3 teaspoons daily to approach these therapeutic levels. Be aware that different supplements may have different concentrations of active compounds, so follow the manufacturer's recommendations or consult with a healthcare provider. Whatever form you choose, consistency is key. Turmeric's benefits accumulate over time. With regular use, many people report noticeable improvements after 4–8 weeks of daily consumption. This isn't a quick fix or miracle cure, but rather a steady, gentle support for your body's natural healing processes. Unlike pharmaceutical drugs that often work by forcing immediate changes in the body, turmeric works by supporting your body's own regulatory systems, helping to restore balance and reduce harmful inflammation over time. Before we conclude, it's important to address some safety concerns and warnings about turmeric use, especially for those on medications. While turmeric is remarkably safe for most people, there are some important cautions to be aware of. First, turmeric can act as a blood thinner. If you're taking anticoagulant medications like warfarin, aspirin, or clopidogrel, or have a bleeding disorder, consult your doctor before using turmeric supplements. The same applies if you're scheduled for surgery, as turmeric might increase bleeding risk. It's generally recommended to stop taking turmeric supplements at least 2 weeks before any surgical procedure. Turmeric can also interact with certain medications. It may enhance the effects of drugs that reduce stomach acid, potentially affecting how your body absorbs other medications. It might also interact with diabetes medications, potentially causing blood sugar to drop too low. If you're taking medications for these conditions, work with your healthcare provider to monitor your response when adding turmeric to your routine. Those with gallbladder problems should use caution, as turmeric stimulates bile production and could worsen gallbladder issues. If you have gallstones or bile duct obstruction, it's best to avoid therapeutic doses of turmeric. Pregnant women should stick to food amounts rather than supplements, as high doses might stimulate the uterus. There's insufficient evidence about the safety of medicinal amounts of turmeric during pregnancy and breastfeeding, so it's best to err on the side of caution. Some people may experience mild side effects like digestive discomfort, nausea, or dizziness, particularly at higher doses. Starting with smaller amounts and gradually increasing can help minimize these effects. If you experience any unusual symptoms after taking turmeric, discontinue use and consult with a healthcare provider. These cautions shouldn't discourage you from incorporating turmeric into your diet. For most people, it's exceptionally safe, especially when used in culinary amounts. But as with any powerful natural medicine, respect its strength and consult healthcare providers if you have underlying health conditions or take medications. This balanced approach allows you to harness turmeric's benefits while minimizing any potential risks. As we've seen throughout this video, turmeric isn't just a spice, it's one of nature's most powerful medicines, backed by thousands of scientific studies and millennia of traditional use. From its remarkable anti-inflammatory effects to its potential in fighting cancer, depression, and cognitive decline, turmeric offers a wide spectrum of health benefits that few substances, natural or pharmaceutical, can match. So where does this leave us? With a golden opportunity to transform our health using one of nature's most powerful medicines. Turmeric represents everything that's right about traditional healing wisdom. It's safe, effective, affordable, and addresses the root causes of disease rather than just masking symptoms. The scientific evidence supporting turmeric continues to grow, with new studies confirming benefits for conditions ranging from arthritis to depression to cancer. Yet most people still rely exclusively on pharmaceutical approaches with their costs and side effects. Perhaps it's time to reconsider this golden spice not as an alternative to conventional medicine, but as a complementary approach that enhances health at the most fundamental level. By incorporating turmeric into your daily routine, you're not rejecting modern medicine but enhancing it with time-tested wisdom that predates our current healthcare system by thousands of years. You're acknowledging that healing comes in many forms, and that your body has an innate capacity to repair and regenerate when given the right tools. Turmeric is one of those tools. A gift from nature that works with your body's own intelligence rather than against it. The ancient Ayurvedic physicians who first documented turmeric's healing properties understood something profound: that nature provides powerful medicines in their perfect form. Modern science is now confirming this ancient wisdom, revealing the remarkable molecular mechanisms behind turmeric's effects. By combining traditional knowledge with scientific understanding, we can harness turmeric's full potential. Whether you're dealing with chronic inflammation, joint pain, cognitive issues, or simply want to optimize your health, turmeric offers a natural Evidence-based approach with minimal risk. The key is using it correctly with black pepper. For absorption, consistent daily use, and in appropriate forms for your specific needs. This simple golden spice, available in every grocery store for just dollars, might do more for your health than expensive medications or supplements. And unlike those options, it comes with a 4,000-year track record of safe use across diverse populations. As I mentioned at the beginning, pharmaceutical companies can't patent turmeric, which explains why you don't see massive marketing campaigns promoting it despite its remarkable benefits. But the truth is spreading nonetheless, as more people experience its effects firsthand and share their stories. Will you be one of them? The choice, as always, is yours. But given the evidence we've examined today, adding this golden spice to your daily routine seems like one of the simplest, safest health decisions you could make. Your body's natural healing systems will thank you, and you might be surprised at how much better you feel when inflammation is reduced throughout your body. That golden glow isn't just in the spice. It might soon be reflected in your health and vitality as well.